Hello! This is a short video showing some of the signs that I use to describe our arts and sciences classes in the West Kingdom. These are descriptive signs. They may be different in your area. Okay? Looming. Looming. So, we have our loom, and the idea is to simulate the shuttle going between the different strings. Looming. Sewing. Sewing. You can do this palm up, palm down, it doesn't matter. Sewing. You have a needle between your fingers, and you put the needle in and you pull the needle out. Sewing. I'm going to the looming class. My wife, she's going to the sewing class. See? Brewing. You have brewing, or you have brewing. These two are both the same. They're used, however. This brewing refers to a fermenting process where you boil it, or refers to the idea of that anyway. And this, it's your Y hand shape, or hang loose. Your pinky is in here, and it simulates the beer that is boiling. This is beer. With the other sign, we have our beer, right? So we have beer making. And to do making, we have two fists. Just like this. So take our beer. We put it on a table, show it's a thing. Beer making. Or brewing. Either one. Brewing. I'm interested in looking into brewing. I'm interested in looking into brewing. Cooking. Cooking. This is your pan. You're flipping things back and forth on your pan. Other people have told me it reminds them of a recipe book, flipping the pages back and forth. I don't care which way you remember it. That's up to you. But they both work. You're going to take your flat hand for your pan, because I cook mine. And you're going to put your other hand and flip it back and forth, like you're flipping pancakes or grilled cheese. I don't like cooking. I don't like cooking. Metalworking. 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 So here's what's happening. I have a bent finger, an X shape. I'm going to run it along the bottom of my jaw. I don't know where it came from, but I remember it. Imagine you've got sweat pouring down your face. It's a metal worker flicking the sweat off his chin. Now the sign for work follows it. We have a fist, and I have another fist. I'm going to hit it with that meaty part right here. And it represents pounding against an anvil or a rock. It's the sign for work. So metal working. On the same note, we have leather working. Leather is working with skin, right? So we take that same thing and it's leather, like almost like you're picking at it, right? Leather working. Once again, it's kind of a bent X shape. And you're kind of pulling at your skin because leather is skin. Leather working. Skin of an animal. All right. Sentences. Metalworking class starts soon. Metalworking class starts soon. Leatherworking class has been canceled. Leatherworking class has been canceled. All right. Couple more. Music. You're holding an imaginary choir's portfolio, and this is your sheet music. And like a conductor, you're conducting the music. Voiced music is singing. Voiced, you're going to have 2 fingers and run it right up either side of the bones on your throat here and right off your chin. Voiced. I'll get to music in a minute. Spoken word is not music. Even though it's part of like barding and all that, that's oration. So I'll get to that in a minute. But this is music like musical instruments, playing an instrument, guitar, or a flute, or a recorder, drums, music. Now, let's go over the sign. It's going to be a flat hand, like your conductor. You got your portfolio, and it's right here. And you're going to sweep it through. Remember, we're like a conductor, right? Music. All right, barding. I use a B with music. This is terrible and not conceptually correct. However, I've seen other deaf do it. So, it is closer to oration or lecturing. I've also seen oration. To do the lecture version, which I use for heralding, because it's giving out the announcements. So, here you have your stand, and here is the podium, and here is you giving out the information from the podium. You're standing and you're talking. Oration, this sign uses a single finger, touches here, and it makes these loop-de-loops. And you're going to do 2 of them. Oration. Loop-de-loop. Oration. I guess it's only one actual loop-de-loop, but there's like it's 2 top bumps. Bump, loop, bump. Get it? Loop-de-loop. Oration. Now, some fun ones. Fighting. We have 2 fists, and they're beating on each other. They don't have to actually touch. We're just simulating. You'll see me sometimes touch. I'm just excited. Really, you don't have to. Sword. Sword, like you're holding a sword. Sword, fighting. Sword fighting is over there. Rapier, or rapier, is over there. Rapier, you're going to hold it and you're just going to whoop-de-whoop. It's most often spelled because this can also mean other things. So use it in association with finger spelling. So you only have to finger spell it once, and after that you can use this all you want. But the first time you need to say what that is. It's a descriptive sign that can be used in other things. Archery. Archery. Now, see my fist? This is my bow. It's holding my bow. Bing, my two fingers have to let go of the string for you to see my imaginary string. So archery is Bing showing me you're flicking this string. A bow, if you draw a bow and you hold it, because it's an object, a thing, it hasn't moved. Archery is the act of firing that bow. So it gets the action. The verb gets the action. But this is bow. The archery range is over there. The archery range, it's over there. Equestrian. So we have our horse. We have 2 ears. They're going to be up here. Weep, weep, weep. Now, I mixed them up, so here I'm going to show you. So now you can be confused with me. See our 2 ears? If we turn them backwards and go bloop, 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 they're a bunny. Let me show you the difference. Horses flick their ears forward. Now we know rabbits can do this too, but rabbits, they like to keep their ears folded back, whereas a horse likes to keep theirs forward. Horse, bunny, rabbit. All right. Equestrian competition is where? The equestrian competition is where? Remember, equestrian is just a big word for horse. So we use horse. And thank you for paying attention. I hope some of these were helpful to you. Run back to your desk, use them. And I hope you all have a good time whenever we actually get together and use them. Stay safe, everybody.